right, hi guys. Good evening, good day, good afternoon, wherever you are, and good morning. Right now, at last class, we spoke about the channel rack, and this time around, we are going to talk about the playlist. So now we'll talk about the playlist. So we'll just move now to sorry, just want to check. Okay, we just move now to FL Studio. So you can go on our first video to look at stuff on the channel rack. So we spoke about the channel rack. Then now we want to talk about the playlist. Basically, the playlist is this part of the interface. This place that you could see one, two, three, four, five, six, like that. So it's a point that okay, let's just like this first box here after the pattern is actually a box of the playlist. So when you just press it, it goes up, you see the empty space, then you can press it to come up. So now basically what happens is the point that we arrange our songs and arrange the song that you want to do after placing it on your channel rack and creating the pattern. So let's just create a pattern quickly. um let's see. Okay, let's just try this kick. Okay, okay, let's see. Okay, let's see something here. No, let's just create this pattern. Okay, okay. So we name this pattern one as we stated at the lesson for the channel rack. Although if you haven't seen that, you can just see that so that you know how we do this. So we name this kick, we give it a very fine color, and enter, accept it. So while the kick still playing on that pattern, would add a plus as we land from the channel rack. Then create this as a snare. We put in the color and boom, enter. So we create the pattern for the snare. So we'll go back to the channel rack. Then let's see. So exactly. So we have okay, we did that. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay. So let's see what this one has. Okay, okay. So let's go back to the channel. Let me just try something. Okay, you could see. Okay, so I just wanted to confirm where that is hitting. So now let's just try. Let's just go and create a chord. Then let's just go back to the channel rack. We remembered I taught us how to drag. Let's just how to drag in your sound. So well, let's just add the sound. Let's just go back to our flex. I think this is the stock plugin in Cubase. Just hope I'm not so fast. So let's just try the essential keyboard. Sorry, I have an issue with my MIDI, so I'll just have to test it via my keyboard. Okay, I think this piano will do. Remember the last chord we created, so we're going to talk about chords. So for now, I'm actually using. Okay, let's just do. Even though you don't know chords, don't get yourself stressed out. Let's just see what we can do with this chord. Okay, so sometimes when you want to drag, don't worry, talk about the piano roll though. So we just drag this. Okay, sorry about that. You hold your control, then you just highlight and you just put in left click your mouse and you just drag to this point. So I just make it so that don't worry, we'll get to the piano roll, we'll discuss on that. So now this is just an introduction though. We'll still get to little overview. So now on this pattern, I actually played the piano and the snare on the same pattern. On the same pattern. So if I just want to share the pattern, I can just come here and let me just off this is making a hell of noise. So I'll just come here, right click, and I'll just come down to split by channel. So when you go to split by channel, you press it, and boom, these guys are on different patterns right now. So I can just place this on this pattern, and just the snare will be playing. So I can come here, tap this pattern, just the piano is playing. So now we will just talk about, okay. Now let's just go for forward. Now what happens? How the the playlist would now come um into play here is we'll now drag these guys down to this point. We'll drag these guys down to this point in order to create the song. So at this point, I'll have the liberty after dragging them. I want the keyboard to come at a particular place. I'll place it there. I want the drums to come in at a particular place, the kick or the snare to come in at a particular place. I'll place them there. So now, what happens? What we'll do now? We start with the kick. So you highlight the kick and you right click and put your hand on and you drag and you just align it here, arrange it. You can expand this by just putting your arrow here, turn to this hand, then you just use the scroll on your mouse to highlight. There are other ways you could do it though, but I think I prefer this one. So now you have just the kick here. I can use my this tool over here. This tool. Let me try it and see. Yes, that's the tool. Yes, I can come to this. I can still use this tool and drag it here. And this is like me if I want to paste in a lot. I just you want to paste in a lot of thing at the same time. You just get this brush sort of and just left click and hold on to it and drag. But I think I prefer this one personally. So many things, there are so many ways we could do a lot of things here. It's just out of preference. So now the snare is here. I can just highlight on the snare and just press it here and it comes up. You see, highlight. It's almost the same thing like your channel rack though. You just come here, you can just left click, then you can hold and drag so that it just lap, everything just laps in the bar. And yeah, and once I want to delete, I just right click. So now I want to put this snare here. I drag it in. You just hold on to your left click button and drag it in. Then you come here to highlight on the grand piano and you just drag. Boom, we have something here. We have something on the on the playlist. So maybe there's a place I just want only the kick to just play. I can either come here and put, sorry, it's on the kick. Sorry, it was on the piano. So you come here, you put it, and you just lap it in on the line. We'll talk about more or less like it's not quantizing, but it's like quantizing though. The grid on the line and all these things. I really don't know the theory behind that though, but don't worry, we'll get to that stage and we'll jump that. So now I just want to check if it's on the line here, and I think it's on the line. Just come here, you scroll to check to be sure. Or the other ways you could achieve that, you could hold your control, highlight it, and just do your control B. And that is for those using Windows. So now I can come here and control B and left, just grab it and still on control B and boom, that's highlighted here. I can just say, okay, I don't want the snare to come in here. I can, remove the snare. So we just have just the kick and the piano here. So now moving forward, this point is very important right now. This PTA means pattern. When we're dealing on the channel rack, where we start dealing with the patterns. So now we'll have to deal with the song. So now in this pattern mode, realize that it's just the kick that will play because on the pattern, we are on the kick pattern, you know. But would now want to play the whole song together on the playlist. So let me just pause this. We have to now shift to this place, this particular spot that is called song. So we'll just highlight the song. After highlighting the song, so when we just press play, realize that okay, the whole thing on the playlist is actually playing. So that's how we just put in music on the playlist. Like I said, this is just an introduction for beginners. As such, it's something that would have to pass through procedure and processes. So once you understand these things, once you are seeing bigger stuff, it won't be difficult. So I just hope I'm not too fast, but I think our next class will be talking about this is where we actually, pause for now for the playlist. Would still do some overview on the playlist, but our next topic would be on the piano roll. Very interesting. Piano roll is where a lot of magic happens too, you know. But I would want you to still watch the last video in order for us to be on page with this one. But be as it may, I hope to see you in the next video. And do well to like, comment, and if there are questions, you could put in the comment section, and because I'll see how fast I can answer. Thank you very much.